Hi Metalheads, willkommen zum METALHEADS FOREVER, Show Nummer 328 am 11.04.2022. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid zur ersten Show dieser Woche und wieder eine geile Woche vor uns. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet ein schönes Wochenende und ihr hattet wieder Zeit zum Rocken. Viele von uns Metalheads waren ja auf Konzerten und ja, es schaut wieder sehr gut aus, ne? Absolut top, das zuzuschauen, die ganzen Fotos und die ganzen Videos, sensationell, so muss das sein. Metal lebt wieder, raus vor die Bühne und abrocken. So Freunde, heute haben wir mal wieder was Grooviges und zwar Heavy Blues Rock. Genau. Und zwar habe ich heute gleich mal einen Opener ausgewählt, einen guten Freund von uns, der schon mal da war und was, glaube ich, perfekt reinpasst, um uns richtig reinzugrooven. Denn Heavy Blues Rock mit einer speziellen Note. Der Sänger, auch mein heutiger Gast, ist eine coole Sache, kann ich gleich sagen. Wir hatten schon wieder einen super Plausch gerade. So muss das sein. Gleich gut eingerufen und wir sind auf der gleichen Wellenlänge, habe ich schon gemerkt. Und ich würde sagen, jetzt rocken wir los mit einem guten Freund, mit Armin Sowohl, mit einem brandneues Video von Sharp Dressed Man, natürlich ein Cover von ZZ Top in seiner eigenen Version. Sehr cool. Ich würde sagen, let the madness begin.
And I don't know just where I'm going to. Silk
Sharp Dressed Man. Hat mir immer gefallen von CC Top, aber das ist ja gleich noch besser. Die Stimme sensationell. Armin Sabol, sein Album Back in Blue, holt es euch. Das ist wirklich ein saugeiles Album. Von oben bis unten sensationell. Was ich gelesen habe, der Michael Lohmann, glaube ich, hat es ja auch schon. Jawohl, der Real Deal ist es. Sehr, sehr cool. So, ich würde sagen, jetzt wird gegroovt heute, Freunde. Das wird heute auch wieder ein Roundtrip. Wieder mal ganz was anderes. Das geht in den nächsten Level schon wieder, nämlich Heavy Blues Rock. Jawohl, und mit sehr vielen Facetten. Der Junge, der hat es drauf, der hat auch so eine geile, groovige Stimme. Lasst euch überraschen. Ich freue mich jetzt einmal. Jetzt geht's los erstmal mit dem ersten Song. Hier sind Folsom aus Frankreich. Jawohl. Heute ist sie Französisch, reden wir heute. Jetzt könnt ihr mal meine französischen Qualitäten mal hören. Das wird was. Ja? Wenn er von unterschaut vom Eiffelturm ins Regnet, was sieht er da? Nasse Pariser. So schaut's aus. Auf geht's mit Folsom und Bonsai.
To fulfill a need on the kind of a creed. Bird up dead and the sky turns red. Munching on the crops and the fields are dead. Tiny things you find is the way to stay alive. If you won't survive, run till you goddamn shit. They got a large appetite, not for tiny bites. They got a large appetite, not for tiny bites. Folks who don't eat steak give us a fucking break. Run for shelter, champignons, tweezers, greenhouse entry, run away, Satan. Endless riding through the desert land, burn a coal and grill the lamb. Cornfields won't work as a shield. Are you ready to burn the fields? Right. They got a large appetite, not for tiny bites. They got a large appetite, not for tiny bites. They got a large appetite, not for tiny bites. Oh, joy. They got a large appetite, not for tiny bites.
Yes. Sehr groovig. Und jetzt freue ich mich auf Peter, der Sänger, wo wir gerade zu sehen war, von Folsom. a very special bonjour.
Servus, everybody. How are you?
Servus auf Bayerisch. Start good. Thank you. Peter, welcome to the show.
Well, I'm glad to be invited. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, I very much enjoyed this round trip today to work on the show, because it's a lot to listen today. It's not only heavy blues rock. There are a rap involved, which we never played before, but we have to talk about this later. Before we start our conversation, let's say thank you to Chloe. How you pronounce?
Chloe, and yeah, she's
Chloe.
our manager, and she's the best.
Chloe, if she's watching now,
yeah,
Chloe,
she's the bloody best. She's like an auntie for all of us, you know. She keeps the family together. She's the best.
Yes, and I just see Udo Dumateur from Austria. He actually I think he brought you in. He knows you, Udo.
Udo, yeah, we've met.
Udo Dumateur, yes, cool guy. Our Austria chapter chief from our fan club. So thank you. So I would say how we start with you, because you have, if I look at you in the backside, you know, I see the Höfner bass. There's Gibsons. There a dobro, I think is this right? So
yeah, there are a few. There's a ES 330. There's a dobro. There's a Wildcat. There's a banjo. There's a EG 200, and there's the bass.
Damn. So how we have something in common. Everything started, both of us, with one man, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
Goddamn Elvis Presley, baby.
and the king of country, Johnny Cash. Both of them
exactly
legends, you know, of course. So and we see both of them in some of your videos. Yeah, watch out. It's a homework. Peter,
it just stuck to me.
How everything started with you? Go back to your childhood. Let me know.
The first time I knew I wanted to make music and be a musician was when my dad offered me the first tape. It was the best of Elvis, with all the greatest, like Teddy Bear. What's the other one? We can go on together, Suspicious Minds, and all that. And it was the best of Elvis that I had on my Walkman, and that was the first tape my father gave to me, and I was listening to that nonstop. And that's why I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to play guitar, and I just want to play guitar and sing, and that's how it started. And after I listened to Johnny Cash, and the first song of Johnny Cash that really touched me was June Carter, his former wife, his wife, till the end. It was "I'm going to Jackson, you big talking man," and yeah, Elvis and Johnny Cash. That's what started my musician career in a way.
Is your band name dedicated to Johnny Cash, like Folsom Blues? Has it something to do?
Yeah, but actually, we chose the name Folsom because at the start we're just cover band playing pubs, and our opening song was Folsom Prison Breeze by Johnny Cash.
Yes, you have something in common. By me, it was completely different, because my mother in 1975, you know, allowed me, Little Richie, a movie of Elvis, and I saw King Creole, which one of called at that time is the best one of there was a young Elvis at 58 on the balcony and singing Crawfish, and it was like a lightning strike, you know. It was like, fuck, what is this? What? I want to be like Elvis, and then this was an overnight sensation for me, you know. And then, of course, I had my mother had to buy me the first 40 golden hits from Arcade, and of course, My Baby Left Me was the first track, and then Heartbreak Hotel, Blues Were Shoes, Hound Dog, Teddy Bear, all the hits, and I was in completely, and that just opened the world for rock and roll, like but Johnny Cash was not so on my list at first, but of course, Little Richard, Fats Domino, which I cooked for Fats Domino in the 90s. I met this legend. I cooked for him and his crew. Imagine. Fucking Fats Domino.
Fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool. So, and then this was your first. Johnny Cash, Elvis was the big hero.
Johnny Cash and Elvis. And actually, when I started really, because on my younger ages, so my mom was like, "Hey, he likes music. Let's put him into guitar classes." So I had guitar lessons, but I wanted to be a cowboy. I didn't want to play like Ode to Joy, like. So I got fed up with it. So I totally dropped out till I turned 19 when I moved to Paris. And apart from my job, I had, like nothing to do, just no nature, just no whatever. So I picked up an old guitar and I just looked on YouTube videos and I was like, okay, I remember, my first love in music, Elvis, Johnny Cash. So YouTube guitar lessons. Yeah. And it was hard at first. And afterwards, I was like, oh, damn right, that is good. And so, yeah, I was just playing for myself, having fun. And after that, I met Leo, and I was managing his band at the time, which didn't go well. So when his band split, we already jammed together, but we didn't have a band. So we kept on jamming. And after I met Flo, and I was like, hey, I'm jamming with a dude. He's a drummer. You're an insane guitarist. Let's just jam and see what happens, like having something to do during the day, because most of us were working in the hospitality industry. So working restaurants, working night times. So all of us have, the afternoons were all free, mostly. So we just gathered up and it went on pretty cool, jamming and all that. And that's how we created Folsom.
How, who writes the song? You're a songwriter, the main songwriter, or is this?
I write the lyrics. Okay. But the music is all together.
Yes.
We have a creative process that involves just us being together. We all have ideas, from time to time. And on top of that, even more now, because we're scattered everywhere around France. Theo, a bass player, is still in Paris. Flo and Leo are in Lyon, and I'm in Nice. So we're literally stretched out from north to south. So everybody has ideas, but we gather around. We have the huge opportunity to have a studio right in the middle of France in Vézézoux, and which is near Clermont-Ferrand. And we just gather there like maybe once every 3 months, coming with ideas and all that. Just lock ourselves in for a week and continue creating and working on the shit. So, but mainly it's going to be Flo, Lee, and Theo working on a melody, and starting from that melody, I'll write the lyrics.
Let's talk about Bonsai. What an exotic name, Bonsai. How you came up with this?
It all started out as a joke. We had a studio in Paris when all of us were still living in Paris, and Flo just told me like, Pete, just do a song and put bonsai in it. And I was like, fuck, how the fuck am I going to do that? And it was at the first craze of everybody going like vegan and uber healthy and all that, and it was like, wouldn't it be fun if like vegan people were zombies just eating tiny veggies? And that's how it started. That was the main idea about that. And after we just had a good laugh about it, and that's a song about bonsai. And the EP is what we've been working on since our former album. And it's just like our progression as a band and as a band of brothers working together and starting to create a unique sound and a signature. So yeah, I reckon that's it.
It's unique, I can tell you, because I had a real pleasure today because it's so different. It's not only like heavy blues rock. You expect heavy blues rock, and then there's a lot stuff inside. Even rap, you like to rap, and this is combined with let's say Kid Rock is also like in this little bit in this genre he likes. But I think your rap stuff is more like Aerosmith in the 80s when they're did it together with Run DMC. This fast spoken lyrics. But let's say we go to the next song. It's so we play first, and then you tell me about the song. It's Cannibal.
You gotcha.
Here we go. Here is für alle, die neu dazugekommen sind heute. Unser Gast ist Peter von Folsom. Und ich muss natürlich nicht Französisch reden, denn der spricht sehr gut Englisch. So, Freunde, hier ist Folsom und Cannibal.
Make me
fucking hell. I heard the song 4 times already, because I worked on the songs every day and all day, not every day, all day. And I agree with let's say your voice, from Udo, the color of your voice, this raspy. This is cool.
rusty.
And yes, I love it. When did you discover that you have this voice?
Well, it's not national television. I'll give you the secret. A lot of cigarettes and a lot of whiskey.
A lot of sex.
Yeah, that can happen from time to time. But the voice just came in. It was loads of cigarette and whiskey, and I actually became the singer of the band because I was the one that could sing in tune. Of all of us in the band, I was the one who had the tune. So I was like, I never sang myself. When I started playing the guitar, I was just a guitar player. And one day we were jamming and I started singing along, and everybody was like, yeah, okay, you can sing in tune. You're going to be the lead singer. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Hey, let's do this.
What I like, I enjoyed your drummer. There's always a smiley boy. He's a sunny boy in a band, I guess, right? He gets the chicks, of course.
No, that depends, mate. I've been single for over 2 years now.
Very cool, man.
Well, I've got a cat. The cat's good.
She's
not a pain in the ass. That's good.
I like the comments like Donald. Wow, very groovy sound.
Thank you. Thank you so very much to Donnell.
And here, on your YouTube channel, there's the very first one is the let's say the Folsom Boys. Was this the first name?
Yeah, that was the first name of the band because as I told you earlier, every cover gig we did, we used to open was Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. So we liked it, and we had some denim shirts with some inmates, numbers on it.
Very cool.
And so we're the Folsom Boys. And after a while, we just like narrowed down to Folsom. That's it.
Okay. Right. So we have new guests. Michel, Servus. Habidere, Gia Crusto hat sich eingeloggt. Servus, jawohl. You have a nice cup. We drink coffee now. Look, and you have a nice cup. Show us the cup.
Ach so, ja.
So, Spatenbräu München. Habidere. Prost. Keine französische Blöre. Spatenbräu. So, what is the backstory to Cannibal, the song we checked?
There's actually not a real big story behind it. I was just watching the telly one night, and it's like private investigators, investing some shit, and there was this cannibal like kind of cult, and it just inspired me, and it was like, yeah. And when I got in the studio on the day after, I was jamming with the boys, and it was like, I saw this documentary, and it was pretty fucking insane. And we started jamming, and the lyrics just with the music. That's pretty much our creative process. But we write the music before writing the lyrics. And it's the inspiration and the feelings I get from the music that's going to inspire me to put lyrics down on the paper. So, it was just like I started the day before. And when we were jamming on that song, I was like, yeah, let's write a song about a cannibal.
Peter, where are you from? You told me before you lived 16 years in Indonesia.
14 to be precise. 14. But
okay.
So I'm originally French, lived 14 years in Indonesia, and I would like to thank my mom for that. She decided to put me in the Australian school when I was in Indonesia. So I was speaking more English than I did speak French most of the time.
There's an accent. I wasn't sure. You are Australian or you from US. There's maybe from singing.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's pretty much the Sydney accent. Even though for Sydney, it's all bacon.
Right. So we have something in common too, because in Indonesia was my recording band for many years, and
Yeah. And even though you don't speak Bahasa Indonesia,
not me, because
sedikit
I was
aja. Terlupa semuanya.
I was only there to record, but playing a whole month in Jakarta. And
But you still know apa kabar, selamat malam, selamat siang.
Nothing.
You remember nothing. Well, that's nothing. A few beers when we meet in person, a few beers and a couple lessons.
I tell you what, I had a nice hotel. I forgot the name now because it's a long time ago, but it was a Muslim hotel, and I was the only Westerner in this, because it's famous for a Muslim community, and they look at me like I had long hair, like a rock star, and the manager he likes me so much, because he's a rock fan, and he said after a while when it's been excuse me, who is this guy over there in the breakfast room, everybody with the with the bandanas, this typical Muslim stuff. I said he's a famous rock musician, he's recording an album here. I said, oh, can I have a picture? And then suddenly the mood changed, and then every year when I recorded there, I was there, and they said, why you always take this? There would be nice hotels with Westerners. I said, you know what? I like it here. I don't know why. I like it here because the people are very friendly, very friendly.
I understand you. Indonesian people, they're part of the most friendliest people on earth. And I love Indo. It's literally my country of heart.
I just try to remember the name I gave my band, because if you record and you paid for the hours, and then first they come late because they have to drive a long way with the motorbike. They all come with the motorbikes, and so the first one I do, sleeping in the studio. Then the bass player, he tells me every day what girls he had. The another one always smoking. After we did a record, smoking, and always after every hour, whatever, praying. So I said, oh, I have to wait again. And I said, you know what? I have the right name for you guys. SFSP band. So what is this? What name is this? Say, sleeping, smoking, and praying. And they are freaked out. Yeah, man. And they loved it, because it's true. You are in Indonesia. You worked in Indonesia. Always praying and always smoking and always sleeping. But cool. So back to business. Now comes a song I enjoyed so much, because you are an actor, my friend. Because
I don't know if I am, but I think being part of a musician as well was, when we perform on stage, I'm basically always the same person. I'm just my person times 200 when I'm on stage. So then, I guess it's kind of a performance, yeah. Because
now it's completely different. This is, it's kind of like a little bit like a joke, It's like a fun video to watch, And I talk about disco trap. And,
of course you are.
And first we watch the movie or the video, and then you tell me, was this real? What you performed? Let's look first, and then we talk about it.
It's your show, brother. Go for it.
No, it's your show actually, but
no, it is yours.
I want to see the reaction of the people now, what they think, if this is real or not. Your behavior, okay? Here's completely different. Now go back to Saturday Night Fever, and let's watch Folsom and get blasted. Here's Disco Trap.
And they're frozen, trying to make me dance all night long. Oh, coming in now.
Oh no, it's a disco trap. It's a disco. It's a disco. It's a disco rap.
That is when I told myself I had to get out of here. Found who was the leader. Come and get me, motherfucker. Oh, come and get down. Hell yeah, motherfuckers. In the disco inferno, that makes my baby burn, oh, burn, burn. Across the 110th Street, counting the greatest dancer. That is when I put him down. When the rockin' moved down to the floor, they couldn't take no more.
It's a disco. It's a disco. It's a disco rap. It's a disco. It's a disco. It's a disco.
God, let's nail that shit. In this disco inferno with some disco freaks everywhere I go. I wanna get down, out of town. Wanna make them dance to the motherfucking break it down. Everybody just get your groove on. Hey man, you know what, you're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the count. It's a disco trap, so move along. Disco freaks in the house, motherfuckers. Shake that bitch.
I love it.
Glad you like it. Thank you.
So what
Thank
was
you
you
so
drunk
much.
or not?
No, I was not drunk. I was just pretending. But
Damn.
everybody thinks I was literally pissed out of myself. But no, I was good because it was like a 5-hour filming time. So we had to do the scenes over and over and over again. So the shots I'm taking, they're not real shots.
Damn, what a fake.
The beer was real, though. The beer was fucking real.
I love so much how you turn around on a step like so real. No?
Yeah, it was easy for me on top of that because it had just rained. So the steps were slippery as fuck. So I just had like to skid around and so it was easy. It was easy to come through. But no, I was not drunk. For everybody's information, I was not drunk during the filming of that cinema.
we just the question what's happened here? Funk? No, it was one song.
That's what we do with Folsom. We do some funky business.
What was the inspiration for this song?
Actually, we wrote that song. We were in the studio, and I just had a dream of what's the worst nightmare that could happen to a rock and roller, and it was like to be stuck in a like 70s disco. And I was like, that's the bloody fucking worst nightmare I could ever have. So that's how we wrote the song, and I was just pitching the ideas to the boys, and they were like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. Let's do this.
So you take yourself not so serious.
No. Folsom,
like to have fun.
We're serious in our music, but the lyrics are never serious. We just want to do rock and roll, have fun, and give pleasure to our audience. And that's why we do rock and roll in the first place. It's just like to have people having a good time and connecting with people and just giving our energy to the audience. That's really what we do with Folsom.
Yep. I have a good time. I love this. You know, it's something different. We never had this in 328 shows. We never had funk actually. And funk was never uncool, you know. Rap was not my thing, but funk was actually cool. I don't know why. It's like the Commodores, you know, in the 70s. It was cool stuff, you know. I like it. And I always mention Kid Rock. Kid Rock is like a rocker. I
love Kid Rock. Kid Rock is one of my personal favorites.
I can tell you, that's what I hear you singing, and the MFs. This is Kid Rock, you know, and yeah. But you never met him, right? I guess. But
actually, we've met once. I don't know if you will remember it, but we met at his wedding in Saint-Tropez when he married Pamela Anderson, and I was at a party. I don't know why I just was there, and we had a beer, just like yeah, cheers, cunt. Merry wedding. Have a good time.
You call him cunt, or he called you cunt?
No, I did. But in a good way. You know, it's just like, I have the Australian ways of talking, so cunt is friend for us.
So what kind of guys is Kid Rock actually?
Well, from the 15 seconds I met him, he's a good man. Otherwise, I didn't know him that well.
He said, now we have to say hello to Hannes Rüttel. Servus, Hannes, in Austria.
Hey, hello there.
Yeah, he's A&R from NRT Records and promoter from the Indrock Festival, would say we can play actually a little trailer. If he's here, if you ever comes to Austria, check this out.
This is where I say, always get the best of me.
Moin Moin Freunde des Vollgas Rocks, hier ist Chris Laut von Ohrenfeind aus Hamburg St. Pauli und ihr habt eingeschaltet bei Metalheads Forever mit Richie. Gibt Gas.
That looks sweet as hell. I would love to play that.
Yeah, it's very, very.
And
cool
I did hear
system.
the gentleman talking about St. Pauli and full support for St. Pauli.
Yes. This was Chris from Ohrenfeind.
Yeah, well, that looks
Chris-
good as hell. That looks good as hell.
He's a cool guy. I love him. He was actually my very first interview I ever did. I did 500 now since 2020, and he was my very first. Chris, very cool guy.
Well,
Peter,
post that.
cheers. I would say we are in the middle of the interview. Let's say you drink beer, and we have the right color for you, the color of beer. Please, ihr da draußen, Hupen hoch für Peter from Folsom. Now you see the chat. Quickly, you see the chat yellow. Get that chat yellow, rockers.
Genau, yeah.
So this takes a little bit because they have to make all the emojis tuck, 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 and sometimes they go crazy. So cheers. Now it's getting yellow. Here we go. And here we go, my friend. That's what I call yellow. That's why it takes time. They're all for you. And more are coming.
That's nice. You appreciate it.
You
Stop
get
it.
drunk.
I'm going to blush afterwards. I'm going to turn red face. Come on.
And getting more and more and more. You get it. You're not being blasted today, my friend. So
Well, thank you all. It's mostly appreciated. Thank you.
now we come to a song. It's only the cover to see. Who made the cover? This skeleton on the bike.
It's our friend Seb who does the artworks for the albums, and he's a very talented dude and a good friend of Flo at first. And when he heard our songs, and he was the only artist we had in our entourage. So we're like, said, do you want to do the covers for the albums? And we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that shit. And our logo, though, is another friend of ours. He's very talented, and we're like, and he jammed a bit with us and was on the side project because Flo and Leo have a funk project on the side. So he was the bass player for that side project. But he's also an incredible designer. And so he's the one who made our logo.
The logo with the look like a sunglass. With Folsom
Exactly.
Yes. Right. All right. I chose the song Showtime. I would say,
Yep.
listen first.
That's one of, actually, that was on the first album. So that song is actually 10 years old now.
Wow. So that was my next question, actually. When
Yeah, that was on the first album, and it was
So
one
in
of the first
2012?
songs we ever wrote.
In 2012, Folsom.
2012, exactly.
All right. Here we go. Showtime.
It's showtime, baby.
It's showtime, baby.
Welcome tonight, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna have a good time. Have yourself a drink or two and let that beat decide for you. Sit back and relax and just sit still. When you hear that beat, you just can't sit still, no. From your head listen up, yo. Finally the picture, you know it's alright. This ain't no hip-hop, this ain't no rock and roll. Just some motherfucking music, man, and it's right here to fuel your soul. So if you feel the heat and you feel the beat, it's showtime, down on your heat.
Yeah, short but nice. A lot of yeah, it's a little bit jazz, a little bit inside. It's rap,
because
jazz.
Flo, our lead guitar, comes from heavy metal and gypsy jazz. So that's what makes Folsom a whole entity as well. Because I come from metal, stoner, black metal, and all that. Flo is more like heavy metal and jazz. Our drummer Leo, he has his inspiration from the beginning. He wanted to start drums because of Led Zeppelin. He's got the groove and all that. So the groove is what brings us all together. And Theo on the bass as well. He's good, great fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers and shit. So we all have the love for groove, but all have different influences as well at the same time. So when you put that in a shaker, put that in a studio, there you got Folsom.
What was your first band, rock band, actually? What really flashed you? Was there
Motorhead? Motorhead.
Holy shit! Very cool.
And so, as we're on video, I can show you. I've got literally an altar for Motorhead in my place, because you guys are literally at my place right now. And I've got an altar right here, all dedicated to Motorhead.
Here we go. A lot of empty bottles. Motorhead. There we go. Fucking hell.
That's all dedicated to Lemmy and to Motorhead.
But you never met him, I guess?
Yes, I did meet him, and we had a great time and spoke of everything but Motorhead. Because back in the days, I used to work for a webzine called Rock Your Life. And so I was press at a Sinister festival, and it was great. And I was in the press area, just going to a bar to have a beer, and right next to me was Lemmy. And so I was like, "Hey, how are you?" Yeah, all right. And it was like, still a couple of hours before being on stage. He was like, "Yeah, right." And he was like, "Let's have a beer." Well, I have a whiskey and cake. So I had a beer, and we spoke for 2 hours, got drunk together, and it was a beautiful memory.
Wow. I saw him in the 80s, still with Filthy Animal Taylor and Fast Eddie. Wow. What a blast. And the Bomber above me, what the hell, the original.
Oh, Bomber 2 was a blast. I saw the videos. I wasn't there, but I saw the videos for Bomber 2.
I saw it.
Absolutely beautiful.
I was there. Yeah, it was like, oh, what the hell? I mean, if you're young and you see this, almighty man in front of you, he has such a stage presence. You have to watch him. But there was also Fast Eddie, was also with his big hair, and the berserker on the drums, Filthy Animal Taylor. What the hell, what a drummer, This was when he was still fit.
Motorhead, mate. Motorhead is fucking rock and roll. Like Lemmy used to say, "Oi, Motorhead, he will play fucking rock and roll."
Absolutely. I think everybody agrees.
Motorhead. My two favorite bands in the world, like artists, Elvis and Johnny Cash, obviously. But my two favorite bands in the world, Motorhead, Iron Maiden.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. It's for me, it was AC/DC. I told this many times. Bon Scott was my hero first. First Elvis, Bon Scott. But then, of course, AC/DC opens the door for all the bands like Iron Maiden, Kiss, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, you name it, all, you know. But I must say, I couldn't decide what album I like more. The first album from Motorhead, the very first I never heard actually, but Bomber, Overkill, No Sleep Till Hammersmith, Ace of Spades. These 4 albums, you know, I didn't know what I love more. You know, it was such great albums.
Oh, I can relate. It's hard to choose. It's really hard to choose, but Motorhead is like, as far as I'm concerned, is like the just bloody quintessence of rock and roll. You can't be more rock and roll than bloody Motorhead.
Yeah. We are the road crew. What the fuck?
Damn right.
Now, we mentioned big influence is Johnny Cash. And of course, Johnny Cash, he made country cool. He was the cool guy of country, of course, you know. And
hey, he made country outlaw. He was
like
the first outlaw of country.
Yes.
Apart from Hank Williams, who literally created the outlaw country. But Johnny Cash was outlaw country. He was not trad country.
What was the fascination of Johnny Cash for you?
As far as I'm concerned, I would say, that's a hard one. You know what? I would say one of the later versions, but my favorite song by the Cash would be Jackson, which he sang with his wife, Jean Carter. That would be my favorite song by the Cash.
I covered also one. I covered Hurt, but with the high voice.
You didn't hear it. That's fine.
Yeah, but I had a high voice.
Yep, sorry. I would say, like, one of my favorite songs by the Cash would be Jackson, which he sang with his wife, Jean Carter. And it's absolutely, obviously, you know it. Well, I'm going to Jackson. You be talking, man. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Jackson, comb your hair. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. I just love that song.
I saw a documentary about Johnny Cash not long ago, maybe 2 months ago, and this describes when he was in the shit, really in the 80s. Was it 80s, 90s? In this, when he was dumped by his record company, who he was for 40 years, and then he was dumped, and then Rick Rubin actually discovered him again and gave him a shot. And he won only the guitar and his voice, and the Man in Black, you know, he was back again, you know, and I loved this documentary. Such cool, and he struggled a lot. But his luck was actually June Carter. She was the backbone of this man, you know.
And yes, she was. She obviously was. June Carter, she was the angel for the Cash. And yes. Even though I don't know if you've read his bio, but when he got injured by a bloody ostrich, like almost got gutted all the way through by an ostrich, June Carter held him up and all that, and that's when he healed. That's when he went on tour with June Carter and his daughters, and it was the Cash and the Carter daughters. That is, and I actually have an original poster at my place with that on it.
I mentioned Johnny Cash because now we play a country song, actually a very cool one, which dedicated to the fucking virus, you know. And this was done 2020, I guess, the first lockdown, right?
First lockdown, and we're all our places stretch out our friends.
And this song called COVID-19, you know, very easy. But this is like a funny country song. It's not like
It is.
like mad or sad or whatever. No, it's like refreshing. And after this video, you explain why. Okay.
Alrighty, you got it.
Here is COVID-19, Folsom.
This song goes out to all the true heroes fighting out there. This one's for y'all. COVID-19, you tiny little thing. You really fucked up everything. Just because a China man ate some pangolin. And now we're stuck at home in that goddamn quarantine. COVID-19, you crazy deadly virus. What's gonna come? All of us from city to the country. The whole world's going crazy. Hard to think about tomorrow and how it's gonna go. Come on, bring it away, Flo. Hell yeah. You crazy little thing. You really fucked up everything. Ain't a seat of politics. Our only goddamn life. Time to rise and realize. Stand fuck home to save life. You tiny little thing. You really fucked up everything. Just because a China man ate some pangolin. Time to finish on the bicycle. Fucking COVID-19.
It was a premiere. Never country in the show. Today we have country. Thanks to Folsom.
That's good memories. Thank you for bringing him back up. That's good memories.
Yes, what good memories to play it, or memories that it was in a
good memories to play and record it with the boys and just sending the tracks out and all that. That was the only fun time when we were in fucking lockdown.
So I said we not talk about COVID-19 bullshit. You know,
no,
but,
don't give a fuck about
like
that shit.
You're a live band, and I think you live the stage. How was it the first 2 years, 1.5 years? Did you have a chance to play in 21, for example?
Well, we had the opportunity to go play in Switzerland, Germany in 2021, and it was good to be back on stage, but it was weird as well at the same time because everybody was sitting down and having masks on and all that. So it's not what we're used to. But it was good to be back on stage and going to meet some new people and all that and playing a rock and roll. I do think that playing rock and roll is not just good for yourself, because when you're a musician, you just want to play music. That's what you do. But it's giving love and trying to give love to people as well, and having this entwinement, in between the audience and the stage. And when the magic happens, just fucking happens. And that's absolutely beautiful. And that's why I think we missed the most, having this difficult situation. Now it's getting better, but for 2 goddamn years, you know, we couldn't be close to our audience and couldn't be close to our fans and shit. So yeah, being back on stage was a good relief for us. And even though they were sitting down and having masks on, we just distilled our rock and roll. And I don't know if I should say that, but there were some places in Germany where I said, like, fuck it, everybody danced and everybody jumped up and put the mask off and all that. And security members were like, no, sit down, sit down, sit down.
You was a son of a gun, my friend.
No, it was not on Son of a Gun.
No,
it was
a
actually
son of a gun.
It was actually on Bonsai when I said that. I was like,
not, I don't mean the son. I didn't mean the song. I mean you are the son of a gun.
Oh yeah, I reckon so.
Brings me to the next song. But we talk about Johnny Cash. Both of us, our very first love was Elvis Presley. What era of Elvis was yours? Was it the 50s, the early stuff? Was it the 60s, the movie stuff? Was it the 70s?
It was the 50s.
Las Vegas.
And actually, the first song I've known by heart, that was literally, that's a cliche, but singing on their shores, oh, darling, let me be your loving teddy bear. Put your head around my neck, leave me anywhere, oh, let him be. That was the first song I've ever known by heart.
I thought fits more to you was like Mystery Train.
Oh, I do love that song.
16 coaches long. That is so fucking cool, the track now.
Right. All Elvis songs are beautiful. Like, even you ain't off my hound dog.
Yes.
Got no time. Yes. All Elvis songs, absolutely. Or King Creole, that's 60s times, movies and shit, when he was famous after the army. And I just love.
You know what was my very first Elvis song I ever sang in my life in front of an audience? A very old friend came by today, cause he was telling everyone in town of the love that he just found, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Yes.
There you go, brother.
But
that's rockabilly right here.
Yes, I love it. His latest flame. What's
cool. That?
But
fucking love that song as well.
Why the hell is a Höfner bass on your wall? How this happens? How you got? Is this original Höfner bass?
Sorry,
the bass, the Paul McCartney.
Oh
bass.
No, the bass is not a Höfner. It's an Epiphone actually, but it sounds better than a Höfner and it's half the price.
Because actually, this is the well-known, maybe the best well-known bass in the world, because Paul McCartney played it.
Paul McCartney.
Is this the reason why
played it? But it's not a Höfner, but the EP sounds just as good.
Very cool. Now we have the second last song. I think it's time for our picture, before I forget it. You know, a little bit attitude, screenshot. I count to 3. I can only smile, and you make, yes, it looks already. And got you. This is Gene Simmons right here. Next song, second last song, Son of a Gun. That's a cool track as well.
Thank you. It's our only ballad. It's the only slow song we got.
Slow but cool. Has a cool groove. Also, I would say play first, talk later. Agree?
Agreed.
Here is Folsom and Son of a Gun.
Bible and the gun and I made my choice. I'm an outlaw man. Ain't no need to save my soul. We're all going to hell after all. Rich man said you're gonna get what's coming for living this life full of sin. I make moonshine, the best one Daddy will ever find. People coming in from miles around just for a jar of the homemade wine. Old Dixie bells look so fine, so much that it blows my mind. Clear water running through the pines. I'm a country boy, that's the bottom line.
Man, so much feel in your voice. You have this such a soul in your voice. That's what the whole day I experienced when I put this together, and thought, what the hell is this? So cool.
Well,
you're blessed with a great voice, my friend. And
I am blessed with a great voice. I can agree to that, because I've never taken any lessons or whatever. So I think I am blessed with that voice. But as I told you earlier, I work on it. But and kids, do not do this. But whiskey and cigarettes work a lot for a good one.
Peter, we are nearly done. We are in the end of the interview. We have one more song left, but of course I ask you. Now you see our fan club, how they react, how they are involved every night.
And of course, mostly appreciated. Thank you for everybody. I've seen the kind comments and shit. So thank you. I'm so grateful. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
So, and we would be very thankful if you give us a little fan package of Folsom. So we have every Friday our raffle, and let's say nearly every band does it. And it's cool because we play your songs over and over. If it's some CDs or some shirts, whatever you have, some merchandise, some cool stuff inside. Must do a big package, but some.
That won't be done. It's gonna be organized, and that won't be done. And we will send it to you, and for a fan package. Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much. Put some cool stuff inside.
Thank you for having me. It's mostly
Peter,
appreciated.
it was a real pleasure. Thank you so much. The last song will Get My Money Back live. So now we see the real deal. We see the band finally live. Now we saw you drunk. We saw you in the disco. We saw you roaming around in the red light district. But now we see you where you belong, on stage. And Get My Money Back.
That's an old one as well. But please come see us on stage. And we're actually playing on the 2nd of July in Strasbourg. So that's near the border. So if anybody of your listeners and you are in the neighborhood, we're playing Strasbourg on the 2nd of July.
That's what Chloe, she wrote me. I have it here. This was actually, I want to tell, but you told it, right? Folsom playing in near Germany, actually in Germany. Strasbourg.
No, we play Germany from time to time, but I don't recall we have some spots left for this summer, but we may have. But otherwise, we're on the German border in Strasbourg, in Frankreich, on the 2nd of July. So if you guys are close to that, come and see us live. And we'll be happy to give us some rock and roll and having a good time after the show.
So now we can say officially thank you to Chloe.
Oh, there she
Thank
is.
you so much. Yes.
Chloe,
du hast einen super Job gemacht. Ich hab heute schon geschwärmt von dir. Du hast wirklich sehr professionell alles vorbereitet und yeah, she did very fantastic job. Keep this manager, I tell you, she's worth gold.
I told you she's our auntie, and we love her so much.
Here we go. We end the show with love, and this love goes to Chloe. So, my friend, it was a pleasure. Say hello.
Likewise.
Give the rest of the gang my regards and come back again.
I will give you the kind regards, and thank you for having me. It was a great night. Thank you so very much.
Keep rocking. Stay heavy. Stay
likewise.
Funky,
stay heavy.
Stay rappy, whatever.
Metalheads forever.
Ah, damn. Here comes. I need. Good. You did this now. I nearly forgot it. Give me a little short, like Chris Loud did it. I get off the screen and you do some cool stuff and say,
hey Ronnie, you got it.
And I'm off and you.
Thank you, Richie, for having me. This is Peter from Folsom. Metalheads forever. Yeah.
That was a crazy one. Thank you so much. I didn't expect anything else. Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you, Richie.
Good luck. Stay healthy.
It was a great time. I didn't even see the 120 hours fasting free. So thank you so very much. Mostly appreciated. Take care. Keep in touch.
I salute you, my friend. And here is Folsom on stage. Get My Money Back. Here we go. And cheers, my friend. I salute you.
Like you.
Monsieur Florian Garçon à la guitare, mesdames et messieurs. Monsieur Léo Flanck à la drum. Monsieur Théo Defrano à la basse. Et moi je m'appelle Peter. Et c'est cool de vous tous voir, voilà ça. Yeah, let's go, my man. Trying to get our spirits up and don't sleep all day and drink all night. Down dry drinking hot of town, Thai coffee long and strong.
stove. Right on bounds onto the cost of the 6-pack whenever. All I need is to get my money back. All I need is to get my money back. All I need is to get my money back. Traveling from east to west like a hobo on a quest. Empty pockets to the soul, ain't nobody gonna reach my goal. Turn that throne upside down, ain't gonna nobody to hold me down. Lost on my couch and ring the night before counted down before the fire. All I need is to get my money back. All I need is to get my money back. All I need is to get my money back. Get my money. Oh yes. Merci beaucoup.
Liebe Leute, drückt auf die Glocke hier, weil ihr müsst unbedingt mitkriegen, wenn hier wieder was Neues läuft. Auf die Glocke drücken! Ganz wichtig!
So, das war der Peter von Folsom. Was für eine coole Socke, coole Voice und cooler Sound. War wieder ein Erlebnis, mal wieder eine ganz andere Richtung zu haben. Und dank unserem Udo haben wir wieder mal ein geiles Band hier gehabt. Sehr, sehr cool. Was für ein geiler Wochenanfang. Und für alle, die uns jetzt gleich verlassen werden, weil sie vielleicht schlafen gehen müssen, diese Woche hat es wieder in sich. Morgen kommt Bucketlist. Am Mittwoch Wunschkonzert Peter und Fronal. Jawohl. Und am Donnerstag Crossplane und am Freitag kommen Model Jesus. So, diese Woche ist wieder ein obergeile, ja, wird wieder ein Tag besser als der andere. Sehr, sehr cool. Und jetzt kommen ein paar Songs, bis auf der übernächste, den haben wir schon mal gehabt natürlich, aber der Rest lauter Neuvorstellungen heute. Sehr neu, ganz neue Sachen. Und bleibt dran und rockt noch mit ein bisschen, abschädeln. Hier ist eine Band, noch nie gespielt, und zwar ist das Half Heart Voices, heißt die Band, und der Song 12-Way War. Hier sind Half Heart Voices. Und willkommen zur Aftershow Party. Holy, was für ein Groove. Sehr, sehr cool. Ich habe gerade noch die nächsten Daten reingehauen in den Chat. Das schaut ein bisschen komisch aus. Die haben sie verschoben. Macht nichts. Egal. So, liebe Freunde, weiter geht's mit einer Band. Die war natürlich schon mal bei uns da gewesen und haben mächtig Eindruck hinterlassen. Und zwar Dimitri. Und hier ist Revolt. Auf geht's mit Attacke.
moment to speak up. Tomorrow brings another blow, but now it's time to stand up. Even when the sun turns dark, look at me, they call me the revolter. Same old story that we keep forgetting. We might have lost the battle, but the war is never ending. Deep inside our hearts, desire for rebellion. So rush, 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 invoke the hellion. Revolt, time to get together and face our enemy. You need to stand up, revolt. Feels like swimming upstream to find your destiny. No regrets, stand up and revolt. All you see is madness, smash it all away. You need to face it, revolt. Set the world on fire. We are here and meant to stay. Time for rest and pull the trigger. Don't stop, I told you don't stop. And I won't say it again, cause when the time will come, I want you to remember the promise is directly chill. I don't wanna see you going down to hell. Same old story that we keep forgetting. We might have lost the battle, but the war is never ending. Deep inside our hearts, desire for rebellion. So rush, 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 invoke the hellion. Revolt, time to get together and face our enemy. You need to stand up, revolt. Feels like swimming upstream to find your destiny. No regrets, stand up and revolt. All you see is madness, smash it all away. You need to face it, revolt. Set the world on fire. We are here and meant to stay. Time for rage and pull the trigger. Time for rage and pull the trigger. Time for rage and pull the trigger. Worst comes to worst, time to fight, my dear. Standing up together, we will have no fear. Dark as the night till the sun comes up, and tomorrow we will fight again, never stop. Time to get together and face our enemy. Feels like swimming upstream to find your destiny. Revolt, time to get together and face our enemy. You need to stand up, revolt. Feels like swimming upstream to find your destiny. No regrets, stand up and revolt. All you see is madness, smash it all away. You need to face it, revolt. Set the world on fire. We are here and meant to stay. Time for rage and pull the trigger.
Jawohl, Revolt, das waren sie. Dimitri. Ich sehe gerade, dass der Harry ist hier von Palace. Little Joe, grüß dich, lieber Harry. Ich kann dir gleich sagen, der Michael, der ist aus alle Wolken gefallen, als du dem eine Karte geschickt hast. Der hat sich so gefreut. Ne? Lieber, nicht zu vergessen auch, Harry, unser lieber Dirk, der Dirk Heinz, unser Chief von Nordrhein-Westfalen, der sammelt auch Autogramme. Noch dazu sagen, nicht nur der Michael sammelt, auch der Dirk ist ein Autogrammsammler. Wenn du mal wieder was hast, so, schickst du der Frona, die schickt es dann weiter. Ne? Aber danke, dass du an uns gedacht hast und vor allem an Michael. Sehr, sehr lieb. Und liebe Grüße an das Waldhorn und an Hopsing. Ne? Geile Jungs, muss ich nur sagen. Sehr, sehr geile Jungs. Tja, ich habe auch ein paar Neuigkeiten. Ich habe meine ersten 2 Songs bekommen für mein Projekt Hell der Wow. Freunde, wenn ihr auf den Sound von Chakra und Kombination mit Gotthard, die früheren Gotthard, das war Dial Hard Zeit, gefällt, der melodischer Metal, Power Metal, freut euch. Mein Projekt Hell der Wow nimmt Formen jetzt an. Ich bin schon am Texte schon schreiben. Sehr, sehr groovig und cool. Geht ab wie Sau. Wie Schmitz Katz. So, soweit mal ein bisschen ein paar News von meiner Seite. Es kommen ein paar wirklich geile News auf euch zu. Noch verraten wir nichts, aber freut euch speziell vom Fanclub. Wer da draußen zuschaut und sich überlegt, was ist denn mit Fanclub, geht auf die Webseite richschnutten.com und werdet Mitglied. Ihr werdet es nicht bereuen. Die Community seht ihr jeden Tag on fire. So, weiter geht's mit auch einer coolen Socke, muss ich sagen. Jawohl. Wer kann sich noch erinnern an Hell Trail? Aber so müssen wir mal die wieder spielen, die wohl schon bei uns waren. Einen könnte man wieder bald einladen, ne? Hell Trail, hier ist, was ist der Song? Was haben wir denn ausgesucht? Doomsday Machine. Here we go.
Hallo Richie, Gratulation zu deiner 300. Sendung. Wir wünschen dir und den Metalheads Forever alles Gute für die nächsten 300 Sendungen von Little Joe und
Grüße von Hopsing.
Und von Tom.
Für alle Freunde der Blasmusik.
Das Waldhorn, wie es leibt und schreit. Danke, Palace. Ich muss immer lachen. Ist so geil. Ja. Die Freunde, alle Freunde der Blasmusik. Sehr gut. Harry, I salute you. Ihr seid so geil. Heute ist Show Nummer 328. Also, wird Zeit bei der 500. Ja, 400 lasst mal ausfallen. Macht man einfach, das überspringen wir einfach. Aber 500. Es gibt eine Knaller-Sendung. Weiß ich jetzt schon. So, jetzt, Freunde, mal ganz ehrlich, wer hat denn nicht auf Macarena getanzt? Also jeder doch, oder? Egal wer. Im Rausch hat doch jeder mal bei Macarena mitgetanzt. Egal wie. Also, ich weiß gar nicht, ob der Song durchläuft, weil ich kann es nicht, das Label habe ich gecheckt, ist kein bekanntes Label eigentlich, aber wer weiß, könnte wieder mal ein Stopp sein. Aber Macarena mal ganz anders. Und zwar von einer richtig geilen Band. Cry6 heißen die und Macarena Mosh. Also Macarena auf Metal. Und hoffentlich geht er durch und wird auch nicht gesperrt. Wenn nicht, dranbleiben, denn es kommt noch ein Knaller dahinter. So, hier ist Cry6 und Macarena Mosh.
Invoco a todos los demonios del inframundo para que nunca más dejes de bailar. ¡Aquí viene el bailar!
Stand up!
Seid ihr wieder wach? Ist es nicht geil? Die rufen wir ab. Cry6 waren das und Macarena Mosh. So tanzt man Mosh. Ihr Esel da draußen. Du weißt schon, die anderen. So, Freunde. Und gleich eins da drauf noch. Und zwar nagelneuer Song von Creator. Strongest of the Strong. Und auf geht's mit Gebrüll. Geiles Video, geile Band, was wir sagen, Creator, legendär. Das wäre es auch mal, ne? Die Jungs mal hier zu begrüßen. Kann also sein. Warten wir ab, arbeiten wir dran. So, liebe Freunde, das war's. Der Montag ist fast vorüber. Eins noch haben wir noch, und zwar die Gäste von morgen. Morgen kommt Bucketlist. Sehr cool, cooler Groove, kann ich geil sagen. Wird auch ein Fest und freuen wir uns darauf. Und wir sagen, die kommen aus Brunswick, genau. Brunswick und die machen Attacke, meine Freunde. Wir sind Bucketlist und Now or Never heißt der Song. Und mit dem Song verabschiede ich mich. Danke fürs Zuschauen, danke für die Likes, danke für, ja, dass ihr dabei wart und wieder unseren Gast abgefeiert habt. Das tut ihm gut, der hat sich noch bedankt bei mir, freut sich total. Und ja, Freunde, bis morgen, 20 Uhr bei Bucketlist. Und nicht vergessen, Mittwoch mit Fronal, Donnerstag mit Crossplane und Freitag mit Motor Jesus. Also die Woche ist gerettet, wir haben wieder Metal Fett. Okay, das war's, Dankeschön, bis morgen, 20 Uhr. Bleib gesund, werd gesund und don't forget to rock and roll. Servus, hier sind Bucketlist, Now or Never. I salute you. Metalheads forever.
Some else's mind. No matter how hard I try,
you are a fan now. You're a fan. And as a fan, you will never ever forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Hit that bell.
Way
Goddamn.
down below.